Sims is at the Caravela Portuguese Festival, which is back and bringing a wide variety of entertainment at the Casa dos Poveiros in Boksburg. Its highlights include wine tasting, delectable food, traditional gifts, and plenty of live entertainment. Let's cross now to Simphiwe out in Boksburg, and he's going to speak to the chairperson of the Portuguese Forum. Sims, a very good morning to you. Speak to us about what we can expect at the Caravela Festival this weekend.
A very good morning to you, Lebs, and a warm welcome to Boksburg in the east of Johannesburg. Well, you said it all. Today is the Caravela Festival, a Portuguese festival, truly cultural, and with all you need to experience about the Portuguese lifestyle, about the Portuguese culture, and of course, including Portuguese food and arts, culture, and more importantly, Portuguese music. And remember that last year, this event or this festival attracted about 25,000 festival goers, and this year it's set to be much bigger and better, hence the change of venue. And we're joined by one of the founders and the festival organizers, Mr. Ferreira Ballerina. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, and a warm welcome.
Morning, Simphiwe.
Well, it's an absolutely beautiful morning here on the 3rd of June. Well, it's actually my birthday today, but I just want us to talk about the festival and what really contributes to the growth of this festival.
It's all based on the Portuguese community. It's the community itself that grows it, and the Portuguese Forum team that manages it for them, and through the sponsors is how we grow this festival. And it's what the community really enjoys. Is we take advantage of bringing the culture back in and remind them about their heritage, and then obviously all the food and the drinks and that we are accustomed to. And it's all about family. That's the most important part of it, is that it's about family, community, and all other communities integrated with the Portuguese community. Yeah.
Well, in as much as this festival is all about food, is all about arts and culture and music, but what really inspired the conceptualization of this festival? So when it was conceptualized about 7 years ago, what was the end goal?
It was just to reinforce our culture back into ourselves. You know, we have a tendency to sort of drift away from what we're all about. So we've just brought it back. The theme today is about Portugal. Previously it was about the island, the beautiful island of Madeira. So today it's about Portugal, and it's the month of Portugal, the 10th of June. So around the world there's festivities in America, in France, in Australia, around the world. We all practice our culture and have these wonderful festivities. You know, and in South Africa we've got such beautiful weather, a beautiful country, and it's what we spice up our lives, you know, with all the negativities around us. We always look for the positive side of things because we've got so much good in South Africa. So we just share our culture with others, as you see here today. Yes.
Well, in as much as it'll be a festival of the arts, culture, food, and music. I know that Mikasa, who is internationally renowned, is one of the headline artists. So, what is specially planned today? What do you have in store for us?
Yeah, we got a mixture of artists, local a local Portuguese young artist, Nicole, that's up and coming. He's one of them. We've got our folklore dancing that will be dancing here today, and we've got the Afrikaans bands. We've got various bands that sort of make up South Africa, you know, because we've all integrated into the South African civil society.
Yeah. And then the international artists, who do we expect to see today?
It's sorry about that. It's the international artist is Sonia Costa, which is from Portugal, and then we've got our gentleman, which is Nelo Silva, which it's the first time that they're coming to South Africa. Okay. Just to add a bit of international Portuguese singers.
Right.
Yeah.
Manny, just talk to us about the whole culture of Portugal here in South Africa. I know that South Africa has got a sizable population of Portuguese living here in South Africa on a permanent basis, but just take us through the culture of Portuguese people living here in South Africa. What does that entail, and what really goes on for Portuguese people in South Africa?
The Portuguese community is very family orientated, so we sort of low profilers, and especially on Sunday is where most of our Portuguese families gather, meet, let it be from Rustenburg or Klerksdorp. They all arrive here and they find their little corners just to engage and share their experiences that they're having, over the months and so on. So that's the bottom line of our community. It's all about family. And we cater for family, like we've got for the children's area, we've got for the teenagers, we've got for the mix, and we've got for the elderly who don't like too much noise. They go and they play cards. They like playing Swacker and Bishka, so we've catered for them at the club itself so that they can go play cards. So we cover sort of the circle that makes up the family itself, and then the food. Yeah.
And how do you intend on growing this festival? What is it that you want to do differently in years to come?
We'll always be creative. We'll always be searching for something different to attract the community, because there's always exciting things happening, and with modern technology and things like that, it will help us improve on those kind of things. So that's how we're going to develop this whole Caravela event. And the Caravela is that little boat that went out to discover the world, with Vasco da Gama and Bartholomew Dias and those kind of guys. Okay. So that's what the name Caravela is all about.
All right, we did give some hype to this festival and inviting people to just come here and bask in the glory of Portuguese cuisine and Portuguese music. I just want you to send a word of invitation to people to come here to Boksburg and just enjoy themselves.
Oh, absolutely. They mustn't miss out, because it's just not music, it's an experience. We've put a lot of detail to it, as you witness here. The bunting, the festival lights, everything that creates a nice ambience to enjoy the day. They must come and join us. They mustn't miss out, because it's a lot of work and it doesn't come very often,
I certainly hope that it's not sold out and people can still come here and buy tickets. Yeah? Give us those details.
Yes, they can buy here at the entrance. There are tickets available. Yeah. And before I finish off, I want to thank the team that worked so hard here, the workers that really put in a lot of effort, and then obviously our sponsors.
Right. All right, Manny, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff. Well, that was the chairperson of the Portuguese Forum here in South Africa, Manny Ferrarino, just inviting everybody who wants to have a good time here in Boksburg to please make sure to make their way here, because they'll be basking in the glory of all things Portuguese cuisine, Portuguese arts and craft, and of course Portuguese music. And one of the headline acts will be Mikasa, who is internationally renowned. It is the Caravela Festival. It's an annual festival. It is in its 7th year this year. So make sure that you come here and have all the fun in the world.